Hi there and welcome to a pilot, my first battle report of a 40k Eldar vs Chaos Demons. The focus of this game is to bring a fast-paced battle with a lot of view over miniatures and line of sight. But as this is a pilot video, the first 40k video I've ever made, a lot of mistakes happened. However, I'm quite satisfied with the result. And I've learned a lot on how to improve it. But if you have any feedback on regarding anything that you're going to see in the video, please leave a comment below and I will try to figure out how to do better. I'm sorry that I'm not bringing you any information on the mission that we're currently playing for this battle. I thought it was a little bit overwhelming for my first edit, so I left that out. However, this is the deployment zone and we are playing with 4 objectives and victory points, of course, in a 5-turn match. The battle took place on the Dragonslayer Stockholm, Sweden, a local game store where you can find players of all kinds. And the terrain you're looking at is made by the community Rogue Trader. That's it. I hope you enjoy the battle report. Craftworlds is the starting player. My opponent, the Chaos player Alexander, who I think has a beautiful self-painted army, forgot a few nergs back home and is now proxying them with these base marks instead. Both of us are deploying quite spread out. Demon Prince in the middle of the map, ready to go in any form of direction. With a short range of 24 inches, I'm placing my D cannons in the middle of the map so they can interact with most things on the battlefield. We are both heavily spread out with a lot of movement speed, so we are capable of going around the entire map with great speed. I'm moving out my vehicles from the ruins so I can shoot down at the Keeper of Secrets. And move my artillery forward so I can claim an objective. What What you see here is a green screen trick, so that the dice can still appear inside the picture while the camera is showcasing line of sight. However, I kinda messed up the settings so that the dice actually appear a little bit transparent, so they are a little bit ghosty and hard to see. But I do know how to fix it for the next video. The Hornet scores 1 wound, but the Keeper of Secret is saved by its invulnerable save of 5+. The Wave Serpent Scatterlaser is shooting at the Nurglings inside the forest, but because of they are obscured and inside the forest, only 3 hits. The Scatterlaser inflicts 2 wounds, without any successful saves. The Hornet only hits 1 with its 4 attacks, but fails to wound on the Keeper of Secrets. That was a pretty weak start for the Craftworlds, as nothing really died this turn except from a few flamers. Now it's Chaos' turn. Testing the range for a possible charge, a 10 is required. Flamers needs an 8 inches to operate. On the Psychic phase, one Keeper of Secret is casting Gaze of Fate on the other Keeper of Secrets. And then cast Delightful Agonizes. Cast Smite on the Wave Serpent. The yellow Slaanesh Keeper of Secrets is casting Symphony of Pain on the red painted Keeper of Secrets. All these buffs makes it -1 to hit and 6+ Feel No Pain save for the red Keeper of Secrets. And then Smite on the Hornet. The two Flamers hits with 11 attacks. Wounds on 5+. The Keeper scores an 11 on the charge and reached the Hornet. In short, the Keeper slashes the Hornet into pieces and the Hornet is destroyed. However, it rolls a 6 on the explosion chance and inflicts a d3, a total of 3 mortal wounds on the Keeper. The two flamers actually scores a wound on the Wave Serpent, but the armor save blocks it. And that ends Demon's turn as turn 2 begins. But things are already going bad for the Craftworlds, as the demons were able to actually inflict some damage, while the Craftworlds weren't really able to hold off the Keeper of Secrets' advance. And will the Eldars be able to fend off the demonic horde? Both D cannons still within range. The Craftworlds did abandon the objective with the D cannons, but it's retaking it with the Wave Serpent. And takes a new objective with the other Wave Serpent across the battlefield. Psychic Phase, Executioner's spell from the Farseer on the Flamers. It didn't finish them, so the Guardians are releasing a salvo of shurikens. On the other side of the battlefield, the Guardians are shooting at the Keeper of Secrets in the red. Even though a lot of shots were fired, new wounds inflicted. First, the D cannon scores 1 hit and wounds. The invulnerable save is failed. D6 wounds becomes 4 wounds. And no 6+ to ignore any wounds from the Feel No Pain. The other D cannon scores 1 hit and 1 wound. The Keeper of Secrets Invu save doesn't protect it, and the D6 wounds from the D cannon becomes 2 wounds, but the Keeper of Secrets Feel No Pain protects it from 1 wound. Even though firing a twin-linked scatter laser and shuriken cannon from the Wave Serpent at Keeper of Secret, no wounds inflicted. The Hornet even misses all of its 4 attacks. In desperation, the Wave Serpent is releasing its Serpent Shield and inflicting 2 mortal wounds. But one is actually saved by a Feel No Pain. The Craftworlds use a stratagem to re-release the save Serpent Shield again, inflicting 2 mortal wounds. Wave Serpent firing at the Pink Horrors. Killing 2 models. The Pink Horrors has a chance of regaining the lost warriors, but they failed in their role and no warriors are resurrected for the Pink Horrors. Movement phase for the demons as they creep closer. The 2 Keeper of Secrets are casting the same buffs, protecting themselves again. Making them really pesky to kill. A smite from the Demon Prince on the Hornet. The Keeper of Secrets lashes its whip at the Wave Serpent. Pink Horrors firing at the Hornet. Successfully inflicting 1 wound. After a few dice rolls, this eventually happens. From the 4 hits, 3 wounds inflicted by the Demon Prince on the Hornet. And it explodes. Luckily for the Craftworlds, the Demon Prince is the only thing within range. More and more Eldars are dying, as the demons haven't really lost that much of their army. And are even scoring victory points by holding objectives. And the two big Slaanesh monsters keeps on advancing, unaffected by the shots hurled at them. The Craftworlds are starting to be cornered more and more away from the objectives. The first D cannon attacks with one attack from the D3 heavy, scoring a wound. But the Keeper of Secret is protected by its Invo save. The second cannon is inflicting 2 wounds, where one goes through the Invo save and inflicts a D6 4 wounds, without any successful 6+ feel no pain saves. Wave Serpent Scatterlaser on Demon Prince. It inflicts a total of 5 wounds. Where only one goes through its armor. The Craftworld player forgot to actually do the Psychic phase first, but now cast Doom on the Demon Prince. And our rain of shurikens are fired at the Demon Prince. Inflicting a total of 6 wounds. But only one goes through the armor. How long will the Craftworlds actually hold on to this? It's looking really dire. Even though they currently hold objectives, it's the demons' turn to start reclaiming the land. And the demons can really taste the smell of victory. Casting Smite on the Guardians. Killing 3 of them. Smite on the D cannon. Actually becomes a maximum D6 smite instead of a normal D3 smite. Then recasting the normal protective buffs on each other again. Pink horrors are firing at the Guardians. Keeper of Secret is lashing its whip on one of the D cannons. The whip attack didn't hurt the D cannon, so the Keeper of Secret is charging both D cannons. Killing the first D cannon. And then the second one after a few dice rolls. And then turn its head towards the last remaining Eldar on this battlefield. The other Keeper of Secret slashes the Wave Serpent into pieces, it doesn't explode, and then the Keeper of Secret consolidates forward towards the remaining enemies. The Demon Prince kills the remaining Guardians, and now all that remains is one Wave Serpent and a Farseer. Completely surrounded by their worst enemy, Slaanesh demons. Here to consume the souls of those Eldaris. Cornered, defeated and humiliated, the Farseer concedes at turn 3 to the demons and surrenders his soul. Pretty one-sided, but still a really fun match. The Craftworlds were completely unable to hold off the fast Slaanesh advance towards them with their high technology weapons, and got completely overrun by the demonic horde. Thank you for watching, and once again, if you do have any feedback, I would appreciate it. Just leave a comment below in the video.